Everyone, please bow for prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for guiding us along this educational path and for giving us caring instructors, loving family, and friends who have supported us along this journey. As we move into this next phase of our lives, we ask that you fill us with your Holy Spirit as we serve those in our community as new nurses. Please bless us all so that we may bless those that we serve. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Good evening. My name is Chris Cox, and I am a very proud president at Shelton State Community College. I think nothing can make us prouder than when we look across the stage or from the back or sitting in the stands of seeing people achieving their goals and dreams. It's an honor for me as a president, but more important, it's an honor for me to work with so many. I look at our faculty and our staff and our administration, and I think these nurses can tell their families, their friends, what has been poured into them. And it's very, very important as I look at you, the work that you've committed to do. And I'll tell our guests as I welcome you, is if you have not been part of a penning program, you're in for a treat tonight. It's really special. And it's special for a reason, because the integrity and the importance of nurses and health care is so important. You know, we can all think of times when we put loved ones into the hands of a nurse or a doctor and how important that is. So first of all, for you as students, I want to thank you for entrusting Shelton State Community College. Thank you for letting us be a small part of your journey. And I, as an educator for a long time, want to encourage you to not let this just be the beginning. There's a lot that you can still achieve. And if you want to do this for the rest of your life, but you know there's a pathway to so much more. So wherever you choose to fall, the importance of the measure doesn't change. Your job is so important. So important, I would challenge anybody in here to say that I think everyone sitting here either has a job or will have a job shortly, making a really good living. And I know that makes a lot of mom, dads, and grandparents very happy. So we're mighty, mighty proud of you. And I think it's important, and I'm going to put a plug in, we're not putting out enough nurses. We're not putting out enough healthcare workers. We're not putting out enough workers in general. So encourage people to apply to our programs, come be part of us. And if you say, well, I don't want to, we want to know why. But I think you can safely say what a great program that this group of instructors and this college has put in your path. So thank you for choosing Shelton State. And I got in trouble after our penning, last penning ceremony, because I usually conclude with one thing that I think is so important that I forgot. As you know, you look around this gym and we are Buccaneers. Some of you may have heard me say this. Once a buck, always a buck. Go Bucks.
Good evening. I don't know that anyone could say it any better than Dr. Cox just did, but everybody in here knows that I'll cry, so prepare yourself. They make fun of me because I've always been the crier. But we are so proud of you. And although the four of us on the stage have been designated as your instructors, we all know that it takes an entire village at this college to make sure that you are successful and to make sure that you attain what you came to us to actually do. So I would like to introduce you to our village now. You've met Dr. Cox, Dr. Andrea Bowden Evans, Associate Dean of Health Services. Dr. Michael Green, Dean of Instruction. Lauren Yeager, right behind me, faculty. My fearless partner, Dr. Conda Keebler, faculty. And Dr. Blake Booth, faculty. Dr. Anika Lodry, Dean of the Fred Campus. Mrs. Amanda Harbison, Dean of Students. Mr. Claude Lake, Associate Dean of Information Technology Services. Ms. Gwen Montgomery, Health Services Specialist. Carrie Moon, faculty. Hillary Spadoni, faculty. Amari Horton, faculty. Keeval Tice, Health Services Specialist. Kristen Binion, faculty. Gwendolyn Miller, faculty. Dr. Rosalind Peterson, faculty. Ms. Casey Dunlap, faculty. Darlene Holly Jones, faculty. And Angela Hyde, faculty. Have I missed anyone? Okay, this is the part where you need to stay right there. This is going to be hard. Okay. Dr. Keebler and I were both very fortunate to be part of both of these groups that are here tonight throughout their entire nursing journey. And I vividly remember telling each one of you, right now they're your classmates, but by the time you graduate, they're going to be your family. I don't know that you believe me then, but I feel sure that you understand that now. But unfortunately, there's a member of our family that's not here tonight. The associate nursing graduates lost a member of their family, Juanisha Howard, in the second semester of their journey at Shelton. When trying to think of the perfect thing to say about her, I went to her friends, and this is what they said. Juanisha was quiet. That was true. She sat in the back of the classroom on the right and rarely said much, but when we got to know her, she was really funny. That's true too. And she was a great person to be around. She was always uplifting others. To know her was simply to love her. She was truly a great person in every way. She was quiet, but she was so smart. She had her own way of bonding with us, whether that was in the lab or in the classroom. She smiled with her eyes. She was a joy. The seat that Juanisha should be in tonight is adorned with items that her classmates used in memory of her in our classroom. And her picture is among the lamps on the table over here. Juanisha's family and friends are with us tonight. If you would, please stand so that we can honor you in her memory. And while we will never understand why she was taken from us so soon, we'll certainly remember the impact that she left on each one of us, and she will always be a member of the graduating class of 2022. Thank you.
Ms. Cox, how do I follow that? There is a song that my mother used to sing. And some of you all may know it. I'm not going to sing. Ms. Cox said, "We never understand, but there is a song that says, by and by, when the morning comes, we'll understand it better, by and by." I'm trying not to. But today we're here to celebrate you and your accomplishments. And my job today at hand is to recognize those of you all who are still among the land of the living and the accomplishments that you've done and the contributions that you've done and made toward the nursing program. So as I call your name, I ask that you please come forward and be recognized. The first award that we have, and what we have is something different this year. We have an associate degree and a practical nursing program that's graduating. So I will call your names and recognize those from each group as applicable. The first award is the Outstanding Associate Degree Nursing Student Award. This award is presented to the graduating ADN student who has a minimum grade point average of 3.0 and demonstrates exemplary behavior both in the classroom and clinical setting. This year's recipient for the traditional or the associate degree group is Rochelle Fisher. The practical nursing awardee is Malika Cox. The Spirit of Nursing Award. The Spirit of Nursing Award is given to the ADN student who best demonstrates the spirit of nursing in nursing practice. Qualities of leadership, dedication, and enthusiasm for the nursing profession must be demonstrated. The traditional awardee is Antonisha Shelton. The Practical Nursing Awardee is Nicole Andrews. The Fellowship Award. The Fellowship Award is presented to a student for demonstrating humanitarian traits, qualities of unselfishness, helpfulness to others, consideration, humility, and loyalty to the SSCC nursing program. The recipient is selected by the nursing faculty with input from the student body. This year's recipient from the traditional program associate degree is Nancy Martinez. The practical nursing recipient is Jada Miner. My last one is the Nightingale Award. This award is the most prestigious award that is presented by the nursing faculty and students to the student who demonstrates excellence within the nursing program in clinical competence, leadership, and personal qualities. We have one recipient. This year's recipient is a traditional student, Catherine Fountain. Congratulations to all.
Good evening. It is my sincere honor and privilege to stand before this graduating class tonight as we all participate in this unique and time-honored tradition. I want to thank each of you for allowing me to speak during this special occasion. As my journey with you as faculty ends, I would like to share with each of you the significance of this night. Precisely the reason for this ceremony, pinning. I hope each of you finds this ceremony meaningful, keeping the memories of this night with you as you venture into your new role beyond the walls of this great institution. The pinning ceremony signifies joining the sisterhood and brotherhood of nursing, ready to serve as healthcare professionals. Nursing is a calling, and we have all been called here tonight to welcome each of you into this prestigious profession. The history of pinning ceremonies dates back to the 12th century, when crusaders were cared for by the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist. As new monks entered the order, they vowed to serve and care for sick soldiers in a ceremony during which each monk was given a Maltese cross badge. The Maltese cross was the precursor to the nursing pin of today. In the 1860s, the modern nursing pinning ceremony took flight when Queen Victoria awarded Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing and known as the Lady with the Lamp, awarded her the Red Cross of St. George in recognition of her service as military nurse during the Crimean War. First held at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London, Nightingale chose to extend her prestigious ceremonial honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a Medal of Excellence. Shortly thereafter, it became the time-honored tradition to present all graduates with a badge or pin. The first pins were awarded to the Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing graduating class of 1880 in New York City. 1916 saw the nurse pinning ceremony become standard practice for new graduates in the United States and the United Kingdom, welcoming each graduate into the nursing profession. Tonight, my colleagues and I are honored to take part in this same opportunity as each of you prepares to transition to the calling you have all sought through blood, sweat, and tears. The pinning ceremony is much more than an event to mark the completion of your nursing school journey. Tonight symbolizes the welcoming of graduating nurses into the profession and the magnificent rite of passage to continue to serve and honor the historic promise of those who have come before us. The nursing pin you will receive tonight symbolizes over 1,000 years of service. As you receive your pin, please be mindful and grateful for those who have courageously come before you and those who will stoically serve in the future. Wear your pin with pride, letting it be a constant reminder of the desire, the dedication, and the commitment you have to yourself, but most importantly, your patients. Your pin identifies the nursing school from which you are graduating. On behalf of all the faculty and staff, we are invaluably proud to have you move forward as representatives of Shelton State Community College's nursing program. In closing, I again want to thank you for allowing me to participate in this ceremonious occasion and moment in your life. No one said the journey would be easy, but each of you has persevered and conquered. On behalf of the nursing faculty and staff, along with the administration of Shelton State Community College, congratulations on a job well done and best wishes as you journey to new heights within nursing. But always remember where you started, as you will always be grateful for your achievements. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lauren Yeager, and I have had the privilege, the honor, the joy of being the instructors for these ADN students. And I've gotten to see these practical nursing students and associate degree nursing students along the journey these past 3 semesters that I've been with them. And I've seen some of the tears, some of the sweat. I haven't seen the blood personally, so hopefully that was less common. But it's been a hard journey, I know, because if it was easy, it wouldn't mean so much. All right. I am here tonight to talk about the significance of the lamp and also the Nightingale Pledge. In a few moments, the graduates are going to come forward and they're going to receive their pin. After they receive their pin, they're going to receive their lamp, which in a little while they will come forward to have lit and then state the Nightingale Pledge. Building on to what Dr. Booth said, the lamp represents the legacy of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was known as the founder of modern nursing. When we think about the things that we do, we think about how somebody's going to remember us in a short period of time. Well, the nursing that Florence Nightingale did took place in the mid-1800s. In 1854, she paved the way for her and 38 nurses to go and provide care to sick and wounded soldiers of the Crimean War. That was 168 years ago. And we are still standing here, I'm still standing here tonight, talking about the accomplishments of this nurse. When Florence and her nurses arrived, they found conditions deplorable. There was lack of food, lack of clothing, lack of warmth, and a significant lack of cleanliness. She came in and she took control. She made a difference. She went above and beyond what we would normally think of as being called for by someone. She recognized a need, and she met that need. She would make rounds during the night. Prior to that time, most often the wounded and the sick were not checked on at night. She implemented rounds, and y'all have had the privilege now providing some patient care, and you've gotten some experience with rounds, and a lot of times it's a lot to do rounds on maybe 5, 6 patients. Florence made rounds over a 4-mile maze of wards filled with cots. She literally checked on thousands of soldiers each night. And as she made these rounds, she would carry a lamp. and the soldiers began to know her as the lady with the lamp. And she was a comfort to them, that there was somebody there who cared about them, who was willing to go that extra mile to check on them and to make conditions better for them. There's a saying that I've heard through my nursing career. I've been a nurse now for 20 years, and I've heard it a few times, and it bothers me. And it is when I hear somebody say, just keep them alive till 7:05 after the shift ends. Well, that is not what we're called to do as nurses. That is doing the bare minimum to get through your shift. When we have the opportunity and the privilege to go in and truly make a difference in so many lives. The work that Florence Nightingale did decreased the death rates by 2/3. The number of deaths went from 420 deaths per 1,000 casualties or wounds, to 22. That's very significant. And not only did she help those numbers get better, she did the math and the statistics. She was, I guess, also the founder of evidence-based practice, as so many of our graduates have heard so much. But she actually found that the things that she was doing made a difference, and it made it better. And that's why we continue to do so many of those things today. I want to challenge each of you to be like Florence. All right? I want to challenge you to see what needs to be changed, what could be better. I want to challenge you to do the big things, but I also want you to remember that sometimes it's the smallest things that matter. And you might not even realize how much of a difference it made when you went in and you sat by somebody's bed and held their hand. You talked to them. You made sure their pain was controlled. All right? Those are the things that we might see of as small, but they're huge to those patients that we're taking care of. Once you have your lamp and it's lit, you're going to state the Nightingale Pledge. The Nightingale Pledge was first written in 1893, and it was written based off of the Hippocratic Oath that so many medical professionals have said while entering the profession. It is a pledge to uphold certain ethics and principles during your profession as a nurse, to do good and not harm. When you are saying this, I want you to internalize the words that you are saying and that oath that you are making through your service, through your years that are to come in nursing. Always remember that as you are taking care of somebody, they trust you to do what's going to be beneficial to them. We need to make sure that nursing stays the profession that is thought of as the caring profession. So make sure that we maintain that culture of caring, that culture of compassion. Florence Nightingale didn't do the stuff because she had to. She did the stuff because she wanted to. She wanted to make a difference, and she wanted to serve. Once I'm finished and you get pinned, I'll also have the pleasure of coming down, and I'll get to light your lamps. As we came in tonight, Dr. Andre Bowden Evans lit our lamp that's here in the middle. I will take from that flame and then light your lamps. That's to symbolize the passing of knowledge from one generation of nurses to the next. All right? And I want you to know that that knowledge has been passed to you. And as you go out and are being nurses, think of the younger nurses that come behind you and welcome them into the profession and pass your knowledge on to them. Make sure to go the extra mile, make a difference, and as Dr. Booth says, remember where you came from. All right? I'm super proud of all of you. I'm a graduate of this program, the LPN program and the RN program. So I have been in your seats, and I'm very proud of the education I received here. I know that it prepared me to be the best nurse that I could be. And I'm so glad that now I can have you as fellow alumni, because once a buck, always a buck. Go Bucks. As we begin the pinning of our graduates, I want to ask each of you to please hold your applause and your celebration until the end. When the graduates have returned to their seats, we will definitely cheer with you loud and strong because we are proud of them also. But we want to make sure that each of them is able to hear their name and get the attention that they each deserve as they're coming across the stage. Congratulations to all of you. You have worked so hard, and we are truly so proud of you. Thank you.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I and Ms. Cox had the opportunity to teach both of these groups of graduates. So we are just so incredibly proud of all of you all. At this time, practical nursing graduates, will you please stand and come forward? Bridget Nicole Andrews. Madison Battles. Malika Cox. Lataria Fountain. Talia Gordon. Asia Harrison. Jamisha Hoskins. Madison Miller. Jada Minor. Amberlyn Moore. Diamond Moore. Gabrielle Stewart. Bella Williams. Will the associate degree nursing graduates please stand and come forward? Destiny Champion. Jesse Corey. Kimberly Dixon. Rochelle Fisher. Catherine Fountain. Harley Helton. Brianna Huffman. Andrea Jones. Raven Lewis. Nancy Martinez. Sarah Nikia Mobley. Erica Ramirez. Cynthia Redding. Antonisha Shelton. Lori Toxie. All graduates, please come to the front.
I solemnly
Pledge
pledge
myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous,
and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge, in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare
of those committed to my care.
We appreciate you all respecting the solemnness of the occasion. But I think we got a little bit more celebration in us. So can y'all tell we're a little bit proud of you? Just a little bit. I have a few parting comments as we end this ceremony and this celebration and just this celebration of the work and the culmination of everything that you've done. You know, I'm reminded as we enter this season, a lot of times even more so in May, everybody has the yard signs and they have congratulations. And then they have the little, at the end, it usually says, I did it. You remember those? And people take the pictures. I did it. So I was kind of driving around and I thought about that. And it says, I did it. Well, I guess my question to you is, what did you do? Is it for you the long hours of studying? Is it the sleepless nights? Is it the financial struggles you had to go through? Is it your fluctuating moods and people can't understand why you're crying randomly? Is it the tears? Is it the many tears? Is it the questioning, what have I got myself into? I can't keep doing this. What is your it? Is it you having to say no to your family and friends when you really wanted to say yes? Is it not being able to go out with your friends? Is it not being able to cook? Is it not being able to play with your children? What is your it? I believe, and I stand here today to say, I know because of your it's, now you have a yes. Because today, as they say, you did a thing. Today, you did it. You did a very good thing. And what I feel that you did was you single-handedly changed the trajectory of your life. Opportunities will open for you like never before. Even if you stop here, which is fine. But you're a Shelton graduate. You're a Buck. You got a lot more in you. You got a lot more to prove. You come from a very reputable school. We are so proud of what we do. And as I hope you feel the love, the support, And everything that we pour into you, we're trying to create a legacy for you and your family and for this institution. So I'm proud of your it. And I'm proud that you did it. Because as you keep doing it, your journey in life and in your career will continue. This ends this celebration, but never your quest for all you can be. I would like to invite everyone to our reception that we're having in our atrium. We will end by our platform guests and our graduates recessing. They will recess out the back, and then our guests will meet us in the atrium, and the celebration will continue. You are dismissed. Thank y'all for coming.